Hello scrappers and planet lovers, Tin Man here with another video. So currently copper prices are high, which means people are looking for copper. One of the easiest places you're going to find copper is off of the cords from the electronics and appliances people throw out on garbage day. Actually, a lot of times on garbage day, people will drive by and just cut the cords off of the vacuum cleaners and the microwaves and will leave the rest of the appliance. And that's a great score. Currently in Canada right now, appliance cords are going for about $1.70 Canadian, which is great. But I find a lot of people, when they bring them to the scrapyard, they have them all in a giant bag and they don't separate them properly in order to maximize their profit. For example, this bag that you see, the clear one, is about 46 pounds of appliance and electronic cords that I have found over the last couple months. And if I was to bring this bag in right now, I would get about $1.70 a pound. But there are a couple cords in there that are actually worth about 30 cents more. So what I want to do today is I'm going to go through the different cords for you, show you how to separate them, give you a couple tricks and tips in order to maximize your profit. So here we go. The first thing I do want to let you know is you do want to shop around. I called yesterday, it's the 23rd of December, and I got about 30 to 40 cents different in price for the same product, just different scrapyards. So, you know, you want to look there first. The second thing, scrapyards are looking at two things. They're looking at copper recovery in the cords and plastic to copper ratio. So some people think because it is a thicker wire, it's going to be worth more, and that is not necessarily true. So what I have here in front of me is I have two different cords. Okay, this cord comes off of your microwave, comes off of dehumidifiers. It's a nice thick cord. This one actually just comes off of a stereo. So if I bring it up to the camera, you see there's the copper inside. It's about 50-50 split between plastic and copper. This one, although thicker, has a thick outer plastic coating. Inside it has 3 copper wires. So this, although heavier, actually has less copper to plastic ratio. So what you want to make sure is you do separate these. I'm going to actually, even though this is weighed less, I'm going to get more money for this one. Okay, so this one will be about $1.65, $1.70 a pound. This one will be about $1.80 a pound. Okay, and these all come in different sizes and colors. So if I was to look at my bag here, I have right here some white, some gray, some black. So again, all of these have, if I take them up to the camera, you know, 50-50 split. Okay, so I want to make sure these are together. These are going to be my higher value. Okay, whereas, you know, these different plastics ones, they're the same diameter there. You can see these are going to be your $1.70. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing, most common again, is vacuum cleaners. I find tons of these as well. Nice power or a long cord. It's heavy, but again, if I was to look at it, it's the same thing. It's got an outer coating of plastic with 3 copper wires inside that are also surrounded by plastic. So these are actually going to go into my pile with my microwave thicker cord. So you want to make sure you do that. Okay, here's some more cords. Again, these just came off. This one's a lamp. This is a good shot of this. You can see inside some nice copper, 2 strands, 50-50 recovery. Okay, so these are definitely all going to go into the pile together. Extension cords. There are a couple different categories for extension cords. This one actually is very, very flimsy. There is not a lot of copper inside of this. So this one will actually be the same price as my vacuum cleaner cord. If I was to bend the extension cord and I was going to get a lot more resistance, it means that there's more copper inside. So it's definitely going to be a higher value. So if your cords are actually thicker, what I would suggest is keep those separate and bring them in The nice thing is if you have stuff separated anyway at the scrapyard will take the time to put them in the right category. Okay, they would not have the time if I took that bag in to individually separate it for you. They would just give you base price, which is a little bit less than your $1.70 because they have to factor in low grade, high grade, blah, blah, blah. So you're going to definitely reduce your profit. Okay, so if in doubt, hold it off to the side and ask your scrapyard. Okay, another thing you're going to find are oven plugs. Okay, so these, as you can see, are really nice brass prongs here. I will cut those off and I will put them into my brass pile. Currently brass right now, clean brass is $1.85 a pound. So those are worth taking off. The other thing, these cords are actually worth more than $1.70. All you have to do is actually cut the head off. This head will go into my dirty brass pile. And if you look inside, here's 2 shots of it. There is a thicker outer coating, but there are 4 nice thick strands of copper. This one, same thing, but it has 3 coatings of copper and 1 nice clean one. All you have to do is actually use an X-Acto knife, cut off the outer covering, and you will actually get, for the 3 wires in here, $1.90 a pound. And this one, the clean one, will actually go into my number 1 pile, and it's about $3.60 a pound. So definitely just a little bit of work, not hard to do. With an X-Acto knife, put it in a vise, goes right down. I maximize my profit, I'm increasing it by 30%. And if you have a couple of these, like I do here, it adds up. Another common thing you're gonna find is your household wire. Okay, so household wire, in my area right now, we have a lot of construction, probably all over Canada right now and the world. You find a lot of this, little pieces of it, and this would go for $1.70 a pound as is, but all I have to do, very simple, is take an X-Acto knife, which I'm doing right now. I'm just going to open it up. I'm gonna reveal a nice piece of number 1 copper, which is gonna go into my number 1 pile. I'm going to just take off the outer coating here, and I'm gonna reveal 2 wires here. This is now gonna go into my $1.90 a pound, and this that's left is garbage. This weighs nothing at all, okay? So just a little bit of work. I just raised 30 cents a pound now, okay? And again, there's a lot of stuff in here that you're gonna find, okay? Keep in mind your recovery, okay? This is a phone cord. There's a lot of plastic on this, so this is gonna go into my thicker wire, give me lower value. Last bag I have here is your appliance electronic wire. So it comes out of dishwashers, it comes out of computers, and some scrapyards will actually give you low grade value. They'll say that it's not much copper inside here. That's why you have to shop around. The scrapyards I go to in London, again, they look at copper recovery. Inside these, as flimsy as these are, it's still 50-50 plastic to copper ratio. So these will also go for $1.70 a pound. Now, I do have to cut off the ends here. I will put these into my dirty brass because they have brass prongs. But again, that also depends on your scrapyard. Okay? And again, as I said, last one, Christmas lights. These Christmas lights actually, some people will throw them into a category just for Christmas lights. These ones, however, this was an older model Christmas lights, as you can see there. This is about 50-50 split. I cut the lights off. This is now gonna go into my $1.80 a pound bin with all of my 50-50 recovery pile. Hope you found this video informative. Please comment down below, like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video. Tin Man out.